Hello, welcome to another developer stream here at World of Tanks Modern Armor. I am Tankz0rz, and with me I have the wonderful and lovely Mr. Bam. How you doing, Mr. Bam?
Hello, wonderful. Thank you, Tankz0rz and Jukes, who covered, of course, the stream last week. Took a little bit of a break, but we're back and swinging once more. I think this is actually my first stream back since Tankfest.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Welcome back from Tankfest. How was you get a little tank suntan over there, or how was your experience?
Suntan for sure, yeah. Here we go talking about the weather already. Weather of 2 weeks ago, mind you.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, exciting time. I don't know what more to add that we haven't already spoken about during our big 3-hour live stream we did during that Tankfest, of course. I guess I could show off a little bit of swag I picked up, because always exciting.
Ooh.
Always exciting things to pick up from the gift shop.
You promised the people you were gonna get a certain tank. Let's see it. Do you have it somewhere?
Oh, I did promise them. You're right. I forgot.
Yeah.
Well, let me lead up into that, right? So last year, Tankfest, Fury was a big star of the show to me, so I had to pick up a Fury mug. But also, as I told you guys before, the Tiger 131, on seeing that history of the tank itself, and just the immenseness. That was back when I got the Kobe brick of the Tiger. This year, I decided instead of another like Fury mug, decided to get the Tiger 131 mug. Hopefully that appears okay on stream. Yeah.
I got myself one of those too.
Did you?
Yeah.
I think every year I'm going to pick up a new mug. And then also, I don't know how well this is going to come up here. I got a Tiger 131 t-shirt. Saw a lot of people wearing that one around. That was pretty cool. And then, yeah, Kobe brick. I'm a huge fan of Legos and just, assembling tanks. While the M1 Abrams was not actually like at the tank museum itself, they did in fact have a Kobe brick Abrams kit to put together. So I had to pick that up, of course.
Awesome. That is truly awesome. I'm a little jealous. I actually like that Tiger shirt a lot, but it wasn't in black, so I didn't pick it up.
I had a hard call picking between dark blue and green.
Right.
I'm kind of kicking myself in the butt. I should have gone with the green. Just it feels more army colors, right?
It's like the olive darb color.
Yeah.
Right. I have a couple pictures here to show off script here. Let's see. We got Tiger 131, since you mentioned it and you had it on your shirt.
Yeah.
Lovely little tank there. And let's see what else we got here. We have the Yag Tiger, which was one of the really impressive ones because it says, the size of a house. You walk into the room, this thing's ginormous. And then
you can see the people there in the background for comparison too.
Yeah, it's huge. And then you have King Tiger here, and that thing was also ginormous. It was huge. It's larger than life, so that thing was awesome.
You can see some of I think it's like stacked boards underneath it to help distribute the weight of it, so it's not actually pulling down the concrete floor in ways, I guess.
Right. Yeah, I asked one of the workers there. I was like, "Hey, what are these boards for?" And they're like, "That's to help the suspension out a little bit." So
yeah,
it's definitely interesting.
A question, Elula Tikiko. I completely butchered your name. You're asking if I bought the 700 euro Kobe Tiger. No, a little bit out of my price range. I went with the smaller scale version, but that one was impressive in terms of the amount of detail they were able to put into it.
Awesome. Well, I think that leads us up to all things tanks, right, Mr. Bam?
It is indeed, and we have quite the content-bloated stream for you guys this week.
Yeah.
As you guys might know, the Patriots season is coming to a wrap-up, which you can probably guess, we probably need to go into some details of what comes after the Patriots season. So that's my little TLDR. If you guys haven't already completed and gotten all the way through your unlocks and rewards through level 100 of the Patriots season, this is your final weekend to kind of get a wrap up on it, because come Tuesday, Patriots season is coming to an end. That level 100 reward does include that new South Korean K188 MBT tank, very much placed similar to an Abrams, funny enough, in the Era 3. So if you haven't picked that one up yet, this is your final warning, final call to wrap up the season challenges. Oh, and thank you, Mr. SPG. Yeah, we have the K1 skin if you decide to go past the level 100 and reach that level 120 stage to get the K1 skin.
It's definitely a good reminder because I picked that up so long ago. I totally forgot about it to mention it again. So yeah, definitely the over 100 reward is the K1 skin.
All right, so let's touch on a little bit of some of the content that we released in the past week or so, and then we'll get into all the fun details very shortly, right? Hopefully you guys had a chance to check out our new tank that launched last Tuesday from a week ago. The ERAC 105 Proto. This is a Tier 8 light French tank. This will be available into our store tab and bundles up until August 5th. The ERAC 105 Proto, not your typical light tank, as it mounts a 105 millimeter gun outputting a solid 390 alpha damage. Tank designed for players who might prefer a more active rather than a passive role on the battlefield in terms of scouting. Use its speed to flank enemies and engage with that hard-hitting 105 millimeter. With a top speed of over 70 kilometers per hour and a good power to weight ratio, you can maneuver around the battlefield to employ hit-and-run tactics, and ideal for those who enjoy a more aggressive playstyle in a light tank. Me personally, this tank felt a little bit closer to a tank destroyer. At least that's what I really leaned into. Kind of, keeping still, watching my targets approach and ambush them. And I felt a little bit more successful in that regards. But I'm sure you guys find other ways to that might have the more hit-and-run tactics that this tank can provide.
And speaking of French tanks here, we also just introduced the new French patriotic camo. If you like to add a touch of French pride into your tanks, go ahead and check out this patriotic camo, which is available in all camo variants: summer, winter, desert, and urban.
Awesome. And then, which started on July 2nd, we have our Patriots Unite event. This will be running up until July 23rd. This event is comprised of 8 stages, requiring 275 points to complete. You earn points simply by getting within the top 10 XP earners. For example, if you made it into the very top 10, if you were the first XP earner on the team, that will net you 3 points. If you're between 2 and 5 of the top XP earners, that's 2 points, and you'll get 1 point if you are within the top 6 to 10. And you get bonus points if you are using American or French vehicles. And this will be available in tiers 3 through 10, all eras in Cold War, and multiplayer as well as co-op mode.
We also
and the rewards.
Oh, go ahead.
The rewards for the Patriots Unite events will get you guys either the Patriot 2 T26E5 or the AMX M449.
Awesome. I was jumping the gun there, but we also have 2 ops for you to keep your eyes on, which will be running through July 23rd. One of them is at the Apex, place in the top 5 XP earners, and you earn yourself 2 times XP per day in multiplayer and co-op. Another op to keep your eye on is enemies hit, which is damage 5 or more enemy vehicles in a battle, and you get 5 times X per day in multiplayer and in co-op.
Up next, we got a few more details before we get into next week. We have a flash sale, premium time. Going until July 23rd, we have discounts on various days that you can add to your premium account. 50% off the full 360-day premium time, 25% off the 180 days, as well as the 30 days, 20% off for a 7-day, 15% off for 3 days, and 10% for a single day of premium time.
Wait, I think I'm running a little on premium time. It's actually was it half off for a whole year? I think I'm gonna grab myself one.
Half off for a full year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds good. I usually wait till Turkey Day for something like that, you know?
It's rare we do discounts on the big 360, let alone even the 180.
Right.
So might be a good time to take advantage of it. But yes, I'm the same way. Black Friday is usually the time frame we bring that out.
Let's see. We also have some weekly sales running through July 22. We have 30% off the wallet savers, which include the Centennial Chieftain T9559, the FV4211, the TS5, the KV222. We also have a Super Savers, which is Cold War equipment. Unlocks 8K XP at 50% discount. We also have survival equipment available. unlocks 20k XP at 50% discount. And we also have the Object 252U, which unlock at 40k XP at 50% discount. In addition to that, we also have a weekly deal for 20 4x Commander XP boosters at 57% discount.
Nice. And then lastly, to bring us home for what we have going on this week, our on track for the Leopard 2A5. This will be running until the end of the month, July 29th. Of course, on tracks bring discounts as well as quicker progression. You can expect 30% off the Type 773, the Leopard 166, Leopard 1A3, Leopard 1A5, Leopard 2, Leopard 2A4, and Leopard 2A5, as well as XP bonuses, 25% extra XP on every battle with those tanks that have been listed.
A lot of leopards there, Mr. Bam.
Well, that's a lot of leopards.
That's a lot of leopards. So I think that about wraps up everything that we had going on leading up to next week. Mr. Bam, is that the end of our stream today, or?
Oh, has it been an hour already? Have we covered all the content updates?
Anything else our players want to hear about here, or?
Did I just disappear?
So there's a feature in Windows. If you wiggle your window, it minimizes everything. So apologies for making you disappear there.
You minimized me.
I minimized you. Listen, we won't toy around with you. We all know why you're here. We have a new shiny tape to roll. So why don't we go ahead and roll the tapes here, right, Mr. Bam?
Roll the tapes.
All right.
In the heat of battle, a warrior must be one with their machine. As they charge forth, they will sound the battle cry. Within their grip, the power and might of heavy metal.
They call me Stephen. I come in peace. No, really.
Well, there you have it. New season. What do you think, Mr. Bam?
We finally did a season for you, Tankz0rz. Is this what the metal look going on here is all about?
You called me out. I was rocking out earlier.
I missed the comment, but we were laughing out loud. It was like, it's the season of Tankz0rz.
Welcome to the new heavy metal season, everyone.
Yes. This will be starting on Tuesday, as you guys would have expected, July 23rd. Lots of content and features ran by on that trailer, of course. That's what we're here for. We're going to go through all of the pieces of that, hint at maybe some other things to come later down the pipes as well. Let's start off and talk about the season pass and what sort of content offerings and what levels can you unlock some of those rewards, eh?
Sounds good.
All right. As you guys saw in the free season pass, the level 100 reward will be the Tier 8 British tank destroyer, the Tankz0rz 1008. Here we have it on screen now. Completing the season will also get you a heavy metal season medal. A heavy metal season medal. That's a word full, a mouthful.
Yeah, we got those.
As well as a heavy metal season emblem. And then we also have a 2D commander, Tankz0rz commander, plus she comes with a skill slot as well. I think we'll be able to show that in the full season content breakdown in just a moment here.
Yep.
So that's the free season pass. For the standard 2K gold season pass, at the level 25 mark, you can unlock the Tier 7 Czech heavy tank, the Lioness Skoda T45.
Awesome, awesome.
At the level 75 mark of the standard season pass, the Tier 8 German medium Panther MIT 88. And then lastly, new to the game, at the level 100 reward, the T-114 Battalion 8T, Tier 10 U.S. tank destroyer. Here we have him on screen now. This tank developed in the 1950s. The T-114 was a tracked, 4-person armed personnel carrier. Its wheeled counterpart was the T-115. Both vehicles were selected to be modified for use as infantry battalion anti-tank weapons. However, after initial designs were proposed in 1957, only the T-114 was approved for further development. 6 prototype T-114 units were built, 2 of which were fitted with the M40A1 recoilless rifle. Despite ultimately successful trials of these units, the program to pursue the T-114 as an anti-tank measure has been canceled in 1961. So some other gameplay-like stats on this tank. The T-114, it is a small, lightweight vehicle with good mobility and concealment to maneuver through the battlefield and provide mid-range support. It will excel with hit-and-run tactics. The 3-round auto-loader lets you dump a large amount of damage, and your small size and speed lets you get out of there while you still reload and do it all over again. This does come armed with a 3-round recoilless rifle, as mentioned prior. It fires heat as its main shell type that has high penetration for punching through the enemy armor. Heat rounds aren't as fast as the normal AP rounds, of course. So plan to fire more at a mid-range distance to give the best opportunity to hit your enemies. Moving enemy tanks might be a little bit more difficult. But also included with the T-114 battalion tank, you can also unlock its vehicle skin, the Phantom of the Jungle. And again, this is all part of the level 100 reward of the standard heavy metal season pass.
Oh, this is what I'm talking about. It's got all the wiggly bits. It's got all the little foliage on it. I love it.
The sweet, sweet wiggly bits and green foliage. We love that around here. Last but not least, let's get into the Ultimate Season Pass. We got ourselves a new hero tank. You can see right here behind me. The Leclerc T4 tank, or the Terminator. This will be unlocked with just the simple purchase of the Ultimate Season Pass. This is a Era 3 Western Alliance heavy tank. Since the 1990s and the Future Tank Main Armament Program, France has participated in various projects to explore innovations in tank design. One such design was revealed to the public in July of 2016 in a series of photos approved by the technical section of the French Army. The demonstration vehicle, dubbed Terminator, was built by fitting a Leclerc main battle tank with a T4 turret that boasted a massive 140mm gun. And that is how the tank earned its nickname of Terminator, thanks to that massive 140mm gun. It also boasts an impressive 848 millimeters of penetration, dealing 700 damage. that will leave a hole in your enemy's armor. And all of this firepower mounted on a very mobile platform with its top speed of over 70 kilometers per hour and a good 60% silver bonus on top of that. Last but not least, the Leclerc T4 does come with a skin as well. And I think we have a quick image we can pull up on that one.
1 second, please. There we go.
There we go.
Fancy little drapery that it has here. I like it.
And the skin is called the Cocorico.
This
is a post-Bastille Day Cocorico, which is used as an expression in French national pride, which kind of translates to how we would describe a chicken or a rooster cock-a-doodle-dooling, right? Cocorico. So when you knock out an enemy in battle with that massive gun, pay homage to the French heritage and shout out Cocorico, if that's something you'd like to do.
Cocorico.
Cocorico.
WGN Guido is saying it means rich chocolate. I mean, close enough. Close enough.
Rich chocolate. That'd be a funny call anytime you destroy a tank. Anyway, Tankz0rz, want to take this next one? We have a 3D Commander inbound as well to showcase that in the trailer.
We do, and forgive me if I mispronounce this guy's name, but I believe his name is Vincent de Chateau. He's a premium 3D Commander. And there we go.
Awesome. You probably have done the pronunciation much better than I could.
Listen, I had to have some help for the pronunciation, so we'll see. We'll see if I did it right.
And that, everybody, is the Heavy Metal Season Pass and all the offerings. Well, not all the offerings. A brief rundown of the offerings.
I do have here another image here for a whole rundown of, if this thing would like to load, a rundown of what is available in our Season Pass here.
Oh, right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. But Mr. Bam, usually when we run new seasons like this, we like to give some giveaways. Are there any giveaways for our good people here today?
I was just reaching into my pockets and I did find 2 Ultimate Season Passes that we can give away to 2 lucky winners.
All right. So let's go ahead and pull up the link here. The link. If you'd like to enter for your chance to win your very own Ultimate Season Pass, go ahead and give us your Wargaming ID, and you'll be eligible for the giveaway. That is for the brand new season of Heavy Metal.
Awesome. Okay, we're not done yet here. We're not even halfway through our stream.
Nope.
The trailer showcased a lot of other content and features coming, and we are here to talk all about that, of course. So,
what's next on the docket, Mr. Bam?
First on the docket, anti-dupe war chest features coming this August. So not directly at the season launch, but later next month. War chests that can be purchased with gold will be receiving an update to their pity system. Prior to this, a player could receive duplicate epic rewards at any war chest that you open. This new system will now check the player's inventory, and players will not receive duplicate rewards until they own all the epic rewards that could possibly be acquired in the loot table itself. This new pity system will make it so that now there is an equal chance at epic rewards that a player does not already have, whereas before they could have gotten a reward they already acquired outside of the war chests that could have been purchased with gold.
Awesome.
Just a brief rundown on the anti-dupe war chest feature. Up next, we know this is something players have been asking for quite a lot. Our individual commander skill respec costs. First announced during our Tankfest stream a couple weeks ago, yes, individual commander skill respec costs are coming at the launch of the Heavy Metal season. Players will be able to individually respec skills instead of all of them at once. This new feature allows players to respec one skill at a time per commander. The cost to respec one skill will be 10 gold each. So if you have 5 skills that you want to respect, it will be 50 gold altogether, so on and so forth. The player's profile log will reflect the individual skill being respect, and a new UI pop-up will reflect the changes as well. To respect a single skill, you simply select the commander, go into the skills, hover over that skill you would like to respec in the left-hand side panel, and then the command respec can be seen as an input option, and from there you will get the confirmation pop-up to make your decision how you want to respec it.
Nice quality of life update there for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, question from JFab. Can you respec like one in the middle? Yes. You select the skill, any individual skill you want. It doesn't have to be in any sort of numeric order. If there's one that you had that you unlocked at some point and decided, well, I want this commander to play more like this, have more camo factor style, less about like run and gun play or something, you can pick out individual skills that you want to respec.
Awesome. Love it. Love to see it.
Up next, another item that we announced during Tank Fest to give you guys a bit of a tease, and yes, it is coming this Tuesday, are Marks of Excellence system update and display updates. Marks of Excellence, wow, I really butchered that one. Marks of Excellence, believe it or not, was actually first introduced into World of Tanks Modern Armor 9 years ago, back in July 2015. A lot of you, longtime fans and players of our game, of course, have noticed that in 2021, we made some changes to the map performance factor that is used to be a more accurate factor based on the maximum tank performance difference on the maps. This change, while it made the formula for Marks of Excellence technically more accurate, it was not received positively by the community. Let's talk just very briefly on what is the map performance factor here. That is a value in the MOE, Marks of Excellence, formula that accounts for the performance difference between maps. As you guys might assume, not all maps allow you to do as well for your chosen vehicle. Here's a good example. How many of you enjoy, Mr. SPG, I know this might be you out here, driving around in an artillery, and you're sitting in the queue, you're matchmaking, and you get a Himmelsdorf map.
I think that's his favorite map for SPG, right?
Himmelsdorf and SPGs, right? Everyone's favorite artillery map.
I'm sure he'd prefer a Westfield or something.
Yeah. With it being such a tight city map, of course, it's very difficult to land your shots. This will affect your damage standing for Marks of Excellence. So this factor accounts for that maximum performance difference between maps, so the MOEs can be achieved no matter what map is selected for you to play on. So we are happy to announce that we have restored the original map performance factors that players have enjoyed and have been asking to return. The new factors will provide more leniency in reaching the target requirements, specifically for the marks 1 through 3. Those will be allowed to be earned a little bit sooner. However, the 4th Marks of Excellence, that is the 100% damage standing, will remain the same for those who wish to truly prove that they are the best in the best in any particular vehicle.
Very good, very good. Up next,
Okay.
we have something returning to World of Tanks here. Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about that, Mr. Bam?
Yes, sir. The return of Province. This map made sense to bring back this year, as this was one of our original release maps when we first debuted World of Tanks on Xbox 360 10 years ago. So this was something near and dear, at least to my heart, and a lot of other players asking for this one to come back as well. Now, you might notice this one has gotten quite the visual upgrade here. This is actually as part of our looking at our World of Tanks PC counterpart, a lot of the maps that they reworked and updated, instead of us bringing back the old version of Province, we grabbed the larger version of Province that WoT PC had reworked. So this map will be made available at launch for tiers 3 through 10, and as well in Cold War for Era 1. Now, that being said, while the map did get a little bit bigger from its original size, keep in mind its original size was 600 meters by 600. This new size is 850 by 850. So bigger, yes, but we will be keeping an eye on data and player sentiment, of course, if the viability of the gameplay still makes sense both in World War II high-tier play as well as Era 1 and Cold War. Starting on Tuesday, this map will be in boosted frequency and map rotation. So yes, please look forward to more province gameplay coming next week.
Very good. Up next, let's see, what else we have? World War II balance updates.
Yes. So we started this with the Patriot season as well, where the tank design team delivered over 90 tanks in World War II with various buffs and nerfs, tuning changes, and just quality of life improvements for various tanks. That effort is not complete. The tank design team is continuing to roll out more World War II balance changes, and you can expect with the release of the heavy metal season about 60 more tanks from various tech trees as well as premium tanks from the Polish tech tree, Japanese, German, Sweden, and French lines, all getting some much love and balance updates. They might be asking, oh, hold on, what about some of the British and the Soviets and the US tanks? They didn't make the cut for this season launch. I'm telling you guys right now, the tank design team is continuing to work effortlessly to deliver more balance changes for you guys in the future.
Awesome.
Along with these balance changes, we have various low-tier autocannon tanks that are also receiving an update. Some lower-tier gun autocannons that had a burst fire, that is a single trigger pull that would typically fire 3 to 5 shots. With this update, this will no longer be the case, and these guns will now act like normal autocannons. This one will enable the ability to fire a single shot per trigger pull instead of multiple shots per trigger pull.
Good to know, good to know. Mr. Bab, switching gears here.
Yeah.
I hear that there was some changes to our UI, specifically to the profile tab. Can you tell us a little bit about that, please?
Sure thing. This is a smaller change. Our UI team is also working on various aspects, menus, everywhere, HUD changes as well, in various areas of the game itself. Some of these are lighter touches, quality of life improvements perhaps. Others will be a little bit more heavier later down the line. But this round, our profile tab, we've added some subcategories to make it a touch easier to navigate between, say, like the war chest, the medals, the log, and the stats as well. So you can see that just underneath the tabs there at the top, you can see the categories that allow you to kind of tab through them with the left and right triggers.
Very good, very good.
And because I'm seeing it called out, group dog drill stats page update. Still a work in progress. I know that has been coming up time and again. UI team is made aware that it won't be in the next season, but it is something coming in the future.
Up next, I think we, what else do we have here? Some ammo loadout menu changes.
Yeah, this is another small one. The ammo loadout menu has been changed so that the information is more clear on how a tank's ammo is set up. The ammo bar is now much larger at the top of the box to show the split visually. The UI has also been made larger to be able to easily see the numbers, the names, and the setups. The resupply button has been moved out of the details box and made larger at the bottom of the screen. Another update is that it no longer requires pressing like B button back or circle if you're on PlayStation to buy and install the ammo. We've now made it a confirmation button. You can see that here as buy and install. Long time coming. This was just a small nitpicky thing in the UI, just a small quality of life improvement on that front.
Very good, very good.
Okay, up next, garage gear. For those of you that love diving into some customization in your garage. Yes, the next season has, of course, new garage gear. Check out the Garage Customization store for the latest additions. They will include anything from some fuel barrels, some new ammo crates, rockets, and one of my favorites here, we'll talk about this one in a little bit, an M4 Sherman tank crushing a car. Here we have it on screen now.
looking snazzy. I like the if you could see in the middle and the top, they have two workers on the rafters. There's actually a couple workers up there. It's probably like, what's going on down there? Who's running over my
Who's
taxi?
driving this thing?
Yeah.
Clean up in the aisles.
Awesome. Clean up on aisle 4, please.
Yeah. A few more things to take care of here. Achievements. I saw this one getting called out in the Discord channel, in fact, a while ago. So this has been something that has been asked even on stream, and it's time to reactivate the Eyes Peeled achievement. Happy to announce that starting on Tuesday, this will be achievable again. This achievement will be achievable. This is acquired by earning 15 or more spotting assist ribbons in a multiplayer battle. Context as to why this one got removed over time, of course, as a lot of our long-staying players, you guys might recall, we had gotten rid of ribbons years ago in favor of a more stat-driven UI system. And then a couple years later, lo and behold, we did bring back the ribbons per community request. And this was just an achievement that got its hookups kind of miswired. And so working it out with our engineering team, it is functional again and will be achievable. This achievement and trophy, pending your platform, will be achievable once more.
Achievements, you had one job. Now you're able to complete your achievement again. Awesome. Alrighty. Up next, we have some Cold War changes.
Yes, this is a big one. We talked about this quite a lot in previous streams. Players have been asking for this quite a lot as well, and we were stressing that we needed to make sure we took proper precautions and a lot of internal testing to get it right. But yes, come Tuesday, Cold War missile minimum arm distance changes, as well as firing the acceleration of missile speed changes are inbound. So let's talk about this a little bit, and I will do a live demonstration. Ooh. In game. I'm not actually like equipped with an ATGM here at the moment.
not charades.
Yes. Oh, maybe we can do charades. Okay. Minimum arm distance is the distance an ATGM needs to travel until it is armed, and it can do its full damage and penetration. So when you are too close to your target, on the HUD now, there will be a yellow X over your reticle, and also some text present on the HUD to indicate that you are simply too close. You can still shoot the ATGM, but as the missile is not armed itself, its damage potential is reduced to only 25% of its base damage, as well as its penetration reduced to 75% of its base value. ATGMs will be set to one of two values based on the vehicle. So there will either be a min arm distance of, you need to be at least 65 meters or greater from your target, or 100 meters or greater from your target in order for your missile to be armed. The minimum arm distance and the percent of damage and penetration when not armed, we will have the details on the stats page for every tank that is equipped with ATGMs. The values were chosen somewhat to be close to realistic arming ranges, but moreover to best benefit gameplay, both for use of ATGMs and against ATGMs, of course. Let's see. I can't recall what imagery you have to present here, other than if I wanted to run through the live demo.
I'll just run the images again real quick. I only showed one.
Okay, I may have missed it as I'm going through the notes here.
No worries, no worries. Here we go. Bam.
There we go. Okay, thank you. So here's a quick look at the HUD image. This is what you can expect if you are too close to your target. You can see we have a small yellow X on your crosshair there, and then the message of saying too close. When you are if you're within the arming distance, you won't see anything different from gameplay that you have right now. We felt it was better to only alert you that something might be wrong. I shouldn't say wrong. Alert you when you were too close, when that messaging is necessary.
Next image here.
Yes. I look forward to hear what you guys might coin this icon as. So if you look up near the player nameplate there, adjacent to the health bar, we have a new icon that internally we like to dub it the doink. This is what happens when your missile is not armed and impacts a tank, right? It's more or less shattering on impact.
I have another image here. It's, I mean, the icons are small, so this is blown up. It's going to look a little funky, but this is, you know, just to give you an idea of what the icon looks like. It's a missile being crushed, essentially, right? Because it didn't actually activate. So that's what you see there.
Yep. And so I mentioned this briefly, but it was very important that even if your missile is not armed and it does impact a tank, it still deals damage.
Right.
Mind you, 25% of that base value. The reason being is in tests, we have found situations where certain ATGM only equipped tanks like the Weasel, the Jaguar 1, some of the new ones in the German tech tree line, they could be in a situation where they are unable to defend or fight back by any means necessary. So players will still be able to fire off close-range missiles and deal damage, but just note you're better off firing from afar and dealing that maximum potential. Speaking of firing from afar, I mentioned this briefly as well, there is also new ATGM acceleration speed updates. So in addition to encouraging a farther engagement distance with the min arming feature, players also provided feedback that the ATGMs feel too slow. The slow speed is likely a contributing factor for players using more shotgunning-like tactics with these weapon types. To address this, the acceleration values for ATGMs have been increased so they quickly reach their max speed now. The new speed will greatly decrease the time to hit a target, giving them better usability at long range. The acceleration rate for impacted ATGMs currently in the game right now is between 20 to 40 meters per second, and we are increasing that acceleration starting at 80 to 145 meters per second. That's dependent on the specific ATGM.
So at the very least, seems like they're going at least double, right?
Mm-hmm. Few notes I can make on that, and I can also touch on that in the live demonstration. This does make it much easier to land hits from a distant target. There's still a bit of guidance. You can still control it, but you will lose a little bit of that kind of higher skill play where players try to turn their ATGMs into kind of a top attack missile, because now you have a little bit less time to steer up and down, left and right. So that effectively got a nerf, but is still technically possible.
Awesome, awesome. You said you're going to have a live demo for us here, Mr. Bam?
Let's pop on over to the live battlefield here, and we'll show you guys a bit more on the ATGM min arm distance. We're actually going to get started by looking at the garage. And let me know when we're live now, aren't we?
Yep.
Okay. So we're taking a look at the 2-minute tour here, and our new 3D French commander, Vincent de Chateau. I'm sure I butchered that, of course. And we have some of our new garage gear in the background as well. There's some of those rockets and kind of like a spy plane that we have over on that side. In the back, we got some of our oil drums, some more ammunition boxes, a gasoline trailer. And then, of course, I wanted to talk about this one a little bit. In fact, let me go into actual customization mode. We'll kind of swing on over here. Who remembers, who was with us? I think this was like 2013, 2014, E3, where we Wargaming actually brought a Sherman tank to the LA Convention Center, brought in a tank and crushed I believe it was a taxi cab, and had this on display at the entrance of the E3 convention floor.
Oh, that's what it is.
I believe that's what we're paying homage to. So I really liked that kind of call out.
I knew I'd seen it before. That's awesome. Awesome.
All right. Anyway, you guys want to see some ATGM min arm distance play, and I also felt this might be a great time to showcase the province map. So I'm going to go ahead and launch ourselves into a custom games. There will be some bots. I'm going to do some magic on my side to disable the bots from firing on me and generally driving to make some easy targets for better demonstration purposes.
You got the wargaming buttons over there, Mr. Bam?
The wargaming magic buttons. So welcome back, province map in all of its glory here. All right, spawn in the bushes. I'm going to let the bots get a little bit ahead of me, so that way I have a decent spread of targets to fire from when I want to start deep diving into the min-arm distance mechanics. But we'll also take this time to do a brief tour of the map itself. Okay, give me a second here. Going to go ahead and disable these bots. 3, 2, 1. Everybody freeze. Okay. Can we disable buy bots? No, this is a dev-only feature. I apologize. So if for anyone that might recall this map from years ago, yeah, this is mostly, it very much favors TDs and having a lot of long-range sniper fire combats over the big, that's called a canyon, a valley itself, right? But the peripheries of the map itself has been expanded out. There's a lot more cover points, much more buildings, a lot more set dressing as well. Overall just kind of fantastic. And before anyone asks that, can you still go up to that Cathedral Abbey area all the way in the northwest corner? That'd be right up here. Yes, that is very much still present in the map. I'll let you guys discover that next week when the map is live in the game. Of course, this will be in map rotation and, of course, in custom games. Let's see. I took a wrong turn here. I needed to go down the ramp. Let me turn myself around. And the vista here, you can see an awesome, huge dam. Just adding a little bit more spectacle to the map itself. I think, here we go. Now we're making our way down. Nope, wrong turn. Coming around this corner. There we go. That's the trail I wanted. I missed the exit signs. Okay, perfect. So we got a target here. So I'm rolling around in the M3A2 Bradley. As mentioned before, our ATGM's min-arm distances, there is 2 different distance types, depending on the missile itself. The M3A2 Bradley has a minimum arming distance of 65 meters. So as you guys can see right now, there's nothing new on the HUD that stands out differently from the ATGM's usage in the game as it currently stands. But let's go ahead and bring ourselves in within 65 meters. As you guys know, you can only truly see the distance while in sniper cam. But now you can see anytime I have my cursor over the target, I get that little yellow X, and even my white dot on the cursor itself becomes red, and you can see the message of too close becoming present on my screen as well. And let me see, I might be too close to this guy. Maybe find another target. Well, we'll make our way there. Let's give you guys, I'll show you guys a bit of the firing mechanic itself. So right now we are under the min-arm distance range, so it's not going to arm, but we will still deal damage. We'll go ahead and fire it. So we dealt about 300 damage. I know it went by a little bit quickly, but that little doink icon, like we are coining, was present there next to the enemy's health bar. Now, can you still do shotgunning, run and gun tactics with this? Absolutely. That is something you can still do if that is gameplay you favor with your ATGM tanks. I know some tanks work better for that than others. But again, as a balance factor and overall gameplay health, we had to introduce the min-arm distance changes to make this less of a problem with the shotgunning as it currently exists. So let's see. So now I'm roughly, you can see I'm meeting that threshold between 65 and under for the arming distance. And you can see the icon popping in and out as I kind of drive in and drive up and drive back from the tank itself. Yeah. Oh, I also wanted to talk about the acceleration. We didn't really touch on that. So I wanted to show you guys just how quickly the missiles will fly over the battlefield and get to a target. So let's get this guy who's roughly 200 meters away. As I mentioned, we increased the acceleration. The max speed technically hasn't increased, just the acceleration to reach the max speed has. So when I fire a missile now, and mind you, I will be within the arming distance range. So hopefully I hit a side panel of this tank that can deal a good amount of damage. Nope. that was still I hit a side that was a little bit heavily armored. And then we'll kind of wait for that reload. But you can see that the speed itself has increased a little bit. This was a balancing effort to not only introduce the min-arm distance, but also improve players being able to fire at targets from afar, including those on the move.
Can you can you hit the guy on top of the hill again, but in third person?
Third person?
Yeah. Just spin the camera a little bit to see. Yeah. It's definitely it's a lot quicker than before.
Yeah. So, all this being said, guys, we will continue to gather data, provide transparency on how the min-arm distance is being well received into the game, if it's impacting win rates and so forth, as well as you, the community, you guys giving us feedback in regards if this is a good change or bad change. Over time, we will see if these numbers have to be tuned in certain ways. But until then, look forward to this Tuesday for both the min-arm distance changes to the ATGMs as well as the acceleration changes. And we'll kind of go from there. And that's my demonstration.
Awesome. Let's see, where does that leave us here? Lost my my little document.
I gotcha. So, as one might suspect, the heavy metal season, does that mean Metal Fest is making a return?
Metal Fest making a return and featuring new bands, but we're not ready to just about tell you all the details right now. So go ahead and join us next week on stream for more details.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Max Miner Tanker. Steven? Was there Steven updates?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't see anything about that.
I saw a big bright light and then my memory got foggy.
How many new bands? Stay tuned next week.
Yeah.
Okay, a few other things to wrap up here before we call it. And yes, we still have an active giveaway going for the Ultimate Season Pass. We'll announce our winners on that soon before we call it a close.
Yeah, thank you for the reminder. I forgot about that one.
Let's put that into the chat one more time. Give any latecomers final chance to enter the giveaway, and we'll announce our winners in a few short minutes here.
You go ahead and click on that link, give us your Wargaming ID, and you'll be eligible for an Ultimate Season Pass for the new Heavy Metal season. So go ahead and enter that if you're interested.
Okay, a few more things to address here. Next week, starting on July 23rd, this will also be running to August 6th. We have Commander Skill Respec discounts. Right in time for the Commander Single Skill Respec feature change, you can get 50% off all Commander skills that are Respect. So take advantage of that, enjoy the new feature, and let us know what you guys think. Up next, we have more Wallet Saver bundles coming as well. Starting on Tuesday, running until July 29th, you can expect 30% off various tanks, including the main Battle Tank 70, the RDF Light Tank, that's the Rapid Deployment Force Light Tank, the IS-6, the Heavy Tank number 6, and possibly some more.
I love me some IS-6. In addition, we also have weekly sales running through July 29 here. We have weekly deal of 10 4X Commander XP boosters plus 10 3X XP boosters at a 57% discount. We also have super savings on the Aggressive Scout loadout, AC4 Experimental T-34-3.
Right. And then Tankz0rz, I think you got a small announcement for an event coming up soon, yes?
I believe so. So we just came back from Tank Fest. You know, we saw a lot of beautiful faces out there, shook a lot of our players' hands, had a great time. But we're also having another event here in Toronto. It's over at Aquino Tank Fest. So if you're going to be in the area for Aquino, I will definitely be there and would be more than happy to say hello to you and maybe, you know, give out some goodies. So let me see here.
Tankz0rz, I hope you have a blast there.
I hear it might be rainy, so
oh no.
maybe I'll bring an umbrella. No, I'm sure I'll be fine. But that being said, I do have a little video to show. So let's go ahead and roll the tapes one more time here.
Roll the tapes.
World of Tanks Modern Armor will be at Aquino Tank Weekend this year.
And conveniently enough, the Ontario Regiment Museum has plenty of modern armored vehicles for you to look at.
So use this discount code, pick up your tickets, and join us on July 26th through to the 28th.
Didn't see one.
So there you have it. Our friends from World Tanks PC will be there. We will also be there this year. So yeah, go ahead and stop on by, enjoy all the tanks, and maybe get a tank ride or two if you want to, you know, actually jump on a moving tank, which would be awesome. And I mean, I can't endorse it enough. I had a lot of fun when I went last year. So
I'm envious of you because I hear you got to ride some tanks.
yep. Yeah, I got on a T62 and some APC wheel or tracked vehicles. So maybe we'll get on a Leopard this year. We'll see.
Awesome. And I guess to wrap us up here, we held a Create a Tank community contest. I believe this was held in our Discord channels. And we're here to announce our winners who will be receiving well, let me back up here. Let's start with our second place winner here. Are you ready to showcase this, Tankz0rz?
1 second, please. Let's see. Second place winners up and loaded. Let's do it.
Created by Lord and Creator. A lot of TP here. Congratulations to you. You will be receiving 7 days of premium time. Hopefully there's toilet paper left over for those that need it in the household.
Who stole the toilet paper?
Right? And then our first place winner here from Blonde Becky CZ. Winning the Churchill Oki and 7 days of premium.
Awesome. That thing looks amazing here.
I have to imagine it's like an actual functional like RC unit, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would like to you know, maybe sit in the back or stand in the back or kneel in the back or something, you know. I feel like there's a car right next to it for scale, right? So it's got to be big enough to maybe drive around.
I didn't even notice that before.
Yeah,
I thought this was a lot smaller.
Oh, this is man size. Maybe you could like mow your grass in it or something. Who knows? You know, looks amazing. I love it.
Sweet.
So yeah, I went ahead and dropped the link in chat for Aquino if anyone's interested. That will be in Toronto, Canada, this next coming weekend. So let's see. We also have our giveaways to announce here, so let me go ahead and pull those up.
Downloading our winners.
I have too many windows open, so I gotta find the window first, and then we download them. Alrighty. Choosing some winners. We got winner 1, we got winner 2.
Excellent, excellent.
And this is everyone's favorite part. It's the downloading part. And we have our winners. Mr. Bam, I'm going to go ahead and send you a name.
Okay.
On our wonderful chat application of choice. Go ahead and announce that winner, and I'll announce the second winner.
All right. Our first winner receiving the Ultimate Season Pass for the Heavy Metal season. Cypher9, congratulations to you.
Congratulations, Cypher9. And our second winner is Tribes a Dude. Congratulations to both of you.
Congratulations. There's Cypher in the chat. Yo, what?
Yeah, congratulations. Congratulations, both of you. You are both winning the ultimate season pass for Metal Fest. So
Heavy metal.
heavy metal. So,
Heavy metal season.
heavy metal season. We'll see you then. All right, I think that about wraps it up for us here this week. I'd like to thank everyone for hanging out with us today. We're going to go ahead and run our trailer one more time. Then if you're watching on Twitch, we're going to raid one of our community contributors. For everyone else, have a fantastic weekend, and we will see you on Tuesday's community stream. Till then, see you on the battlefield, everyone.
See you in the heavy metal season.
In the heat of battle, a warrior must be one with their machine. As they charge forth, they will sound the battle cry. Within their grip, the power and might of heavy metal.
They call me Steven. I come in peace. No, really.